For all the best boxing content, don't forget to like, subscribe, and punch that bell for notifications.
Boxing World Weekly, speaking with the middleweight prospect undefeated contender, Hamzah Sheeraz. And I wanted to ask you first, where did the passion for boxing start for you?
So, back when I was 8 years old, my uncle, he was a boxer, and my granddad was a boxer as well. So, to be honest with you, it's more running in the blood. You know what I mean? It's all in the blood and it's in the family as well. So, yeah, when I was 8 years old, he took me to a gym. When he took me to the gym, I mean, I'm 23 now. I haven't looked back, and here I am now, professional number 5 in the world. So, yeah, when you think about it, it's quite crazy, quite surreal.
How much of an influence after you made that decision have they made on you?
A massive. They always will. They always will till the day I die. Do you know what I mean? Even if it's got nothing to do with boxing, just the little things in life, decisions you make, the little decisions, big decisions. I think just having an overall impact on my life, on my everyday life as well. So yeah, they're still very influential on me.
That's awesome. And I mean, to get into your pro career, you started off, only 2 knockouts in your first 5 fights, and then all of a sudden, 10 straight stoppages. Yeah. Was there a switch made for you? Did you, have a focus on something different in one of those camps where you're like, okay, I gotta start stopping these guys?
You know what it was? My first 5 fights, I had the same day weigh-in. So rehydration-wise, I couldn't rehydrate properly. And it left me a little bit fatigued during the fights. But as soon as I had the day before weigh-in, I've had all knockouts. So, do you know what I mean? It just shows how important rehydration is and how beneficial it is to me.
How much of an emphasis do you put on getting the stoppage right now at this point in your career?
You know, it was my last fight. I didn't really go out to stop him. I said I'd love to, and it'd be a beautiful statement, but it just happened. It just come. And yeah, 10 in a row now, one of the highest in the UK. So hopefully I can continue that streak, and long may it continue, as they say.
In that last fight, you actually got knocked down. Was that the first time you've been knocked down in your career?
Yeah, ever, like amateurs, everything. So it was a bit of a shock for me, but I'm glad it happened. I'm glad I can tick that box, because I always wondered, I'm like, oh, what's it like? I wonder what it's like being on the canvas, and my wish come true.
What was going through your head when it happened?
Do you know what it was? I can't even remember being knocked down. I just remember getting up and seeing the ref just counting. It was like 1, 2, 3, and I wasn't hurt. I wasn't buzzed, but I can't remember how it happened. But then, when I went back and I watched it, I saw what happened and why it happened. But yeah, it was definitely an experience, but an experience that I'm also thankful for.
So undefeated, obviously 16 fights in, out of a WBC silver middleweight title. You fought on some big undercards, obviously in your British career. Do you consider yourself lucky?
You know what it is. I say they say luck favours the prepared, doesn't it? So that's one of my Instagram captions as well. So, but I wouldn't say I'm lucky. I'll say it's my hard work's paying off. My hard work's definitely paying off. I've dedicated my life to this, and yeah, I think going to LA, away from family, away from the nice things that a normal 23-year-old would be doing. The sacrifices are definitely paying off, but obviously there is a little bit of luck involved. You know what I mean?
At this point in your career, what's been the best part so far?
I'd say winning my first title in Birmingham. Because I was written off. No one thought I'd win it. I knocked someone out who'd never been knocked out before, and it was great. Yeah, that's definitely the one, because I always pass my mind back to it, and I think it was just against the odds. Do you know what I mean? It's all well and good when you're predicted to win, but when you're not predicted to win, it's an even better feeling. It's that bit sweeter.
So what for you right now is an immediate goal?
I'd say just to get my ranking up higher in the WBC. I think I'm top 5 or top 6. I want to get myself in a mandatory position. Then you're there, innit? Then you're there. Then you're gonna get your world title shot. And like you just said, should be every person's dream in boxing. But the immediate goal right now is to win the next fight and just climb that WBC as well, but obviously all the other governing bodies as well.
What do you think at this point in your career has come as a surprise?
I'd say headlining my last fight, because there was no plans of headlining. It just kind of got chucked upon me, sprung upon me, and I thought, why not? Happy days, you know what I mean? That's that, and And when I know I keep going back to when I won that first title, but it was definitely that as well. But I think that's more going back to how sweet the victory was.
What's been the coolest story that comes to your mind in your pro career?
I'd say going out to LA. So
Yeah?
definitely getting the opportunity to go out to LA and now do my camps out there, because you go into the gyms and you got legendary trainers Joe Goose and Ricky Funes. You got these guys who've been in the corner with Diego Corrales, and you're there getting coached by them. It's kind of, if you think about it, it's kind of surreal. But in the moment, I'm just like lapping it up. I'm taking everything in. I'm a sponge. But now when I talk about it and I'm not in LA, it's kind of like, it's a big deal. That
if you've trained in the Joe Goose gym recently, then that means you might have also spent some time with Ryan Garcia. Is that by any chance?
Yeah. He trained a couple of times at the same time as me, so I was just watching him train as well. And in real life, he's all about his business. He's definitely all about his business. He's a hell of a fighter, as they say.
What do you think about a Ryan Garcia versus Gervonta Tank Davis fight?
I think it's a good fight. I think it's a great fight. Definitely a great fight for the fans. I think Ryan's definitely got a puncher's chance, but I think for now, in my opinion, I think Tank's just a little bit too experienced for him.
What does your pound for pound list look like? Your top 5 fighters?
I've got Tyson Fury, Usyk. I've got Terence Crawford. I've got Inouye.
Yeah.
And number 5, Errol Spence.
Okay, where does Canelo sit for you?
No, it is, because I think I've said Canelo so many times in interviews before. It's almost like I forgot everyone else. So now I've made sure I've not forgot everyone else, but I've forgot him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. If you were not a pro boxer, what would you be?
You know what? I thought about this so many times. Right? There's so many. Like my old man was a professional cricketer, so maybe I could have gone down the cricket route. I'm a good cricketer myself. I was doing an electrical apprenticeship before I was doing boxing, so maybe I'd be an electrician. I don't know. There's all different. Oh, actually, nowadays maybe I'll be a social media influencer.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
How do you define success?
I'd say my definition of success would be making your dreams a reality. No matter what they are, no matter how big they are, no matter how small they are, I'd say that is my definition of success. And I understand everyone's got their own definitions, maybe making your family proud, this, that, the other, but I think mine would be reaching the targets and goals you set out to do. But lifetime ones, not little ones, lifetime ones. So yeah, that'd be my definition.